one of its most famous game centers or arcades, and everyone was like, oh, they should have preserved the building, and they can't. The building was simply too...
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my
Alright,
thesis.
how goes it, guys? There we are back and we're doing another hostile judgment. But this time, it's a different thing. It's a free house. In Japan, of course. I don't know why. I just watched so many Japan things that Japan is my feed right now. I'm not even joking, it's random things, not even just houses. So we're gonna watch this. This is a free house you can get in Japan, but there's of course a bunch of complications that they do explain in the video that comes with getting the free house. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. I think it was a superb house, especially for the price of, you know, nothing. Location's a bit weird, you know, you're in the mountains and stuff, as you'll see. But other than that, I mean, it's livable, you know. If you don't have anywhere else, like anywhere to go, and the taxes might work out to be cost less than where you're staying, this might be a cool place for some people, you know. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do end up enjoying this video, you know what, do like and subscribe, share, notify yourself, and upload my brilliant content by clicking the notification bell. Hopefully you guys just enjoyed it. That is the most important part. Spreading this and with advice, of course. And hopefully I'll just see you guys in the next one. Cheers! Alright, I'm here after making a video on the whole Mr. Beast and Chris advertising situation. I can't make a gaming video today. I'm working today again and tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to have a video out. I got a new game that I really want to make a video on. But right now I'm a bit too busy for that. But I saw this video and I was like, damn, I can actually make a video on this. Maybe upload 2 videos today with a few shorts. It's inside free tiny house in Japan. That means they have fucking free houses there. Now, I know there's a whole situation in Japan going around of people abandoning their houses and then people buying it for a lot cheaper prices and basically having to remodel it. As you know, the population is in a decline, especially in the rural areas. So yeah, I'm quite interested in that, you know, as someone that maybe wants to visit what Japan one day, just experience the whole culture and, you know, just the wildlife and the whole experience of a city and rural areas, you know, all of that together. So I'm really interested in this. Let's watch this for the first time together. Of course.
This is
I'm
a
a judge
journeyman
this,
or free
but
house that is...
because it's free, that's already plus 3 points automatically, in my opinion. You know, because you don't have to
buying
pay a
price,
price
by the
for
way,
it.
for real. But of course comes with a small handful of caveats that may either completely ruin it for you or make it exactly what you're looking for. Let's take a peek. Obviously, it's not as simple as
Location
handing
looks
your
weird.
keys and you walking away with a free house. But as we go through, we'll cover the system and how to find these places and all of it. And there's a deck. Okay, so there's a washing machine right here. Seems they were keeping their washing machine outside.
That's a shit place, as you can see, the moss and stuff. It's very moist area. Don't keep your shit outside. This, so far, looks fucking awesome. I can just imagine having a bright area and shit like that for your friends and shit. This already looks really
And the
fucking
deck
light.
looks like it's in
A
okay
big deck
condition, mind
energy.
you. The wood
I'm
kind of
fucking
feels like
weird,
it's
man.
bowing
Sorry.
a little. Oh, right there. It's not too bad, but if I
You
lived
can
here,
easily
this would
fix
probably
that.
be one of the
If
first
you don't
items I
have
would come
2
to
left
check. It would be
hands,
one of the
you
first
can
things I would
easily
do.
fix these
Let's take a
things.
peek
I mean,
inside.
it's just
There are
woodwork.
over 8
It's not that
million
bad.
abandoned homes and properties in Japan, and wow, this entranceway is distractingly nice. It keeps that
It's
log
so
cabin
nice.
aesthetic with
It's
the
literally a log
walls
cabin.
all the way in. Look at this. Okay, we got slippers right here. Gonna put them on. I guess we'll start right here.
Dude,
With
this is
the
like a
main
decent
room. You know what?
place.
Let's get these
I was not
curtains open,
expecting
get
this.
some
This
extra
is
light in here.
bigger than most tiny
Abandoned
things
homes
in
are known
Japan.
as Akiya in Japan, and there's a whole handful of ways to get your hands on them. And what is going on over here? We've got a blackboard with what seems to be an old school desk. Even though we're in the mountains, we have a box full of snorkeling
Maybe someone
equipment,
was
some
homeschooled?
tools,
I don't know.
and then some phone guides and yellow pages for Chiba. Also very much in love with this little Sanyo cassette radio player here.
That's a
One of the
vibe.
most common ways is by going through like an Akiya bank, which is how my buddy Yota ended up living in an abandoned school out in the mountains of Shikoku. He used an Akiya bank.
空き家バンク
Wait,
って
what?
ちゃんとしたシステムもあって、そういう人を探している人と提供したい人がこうマッチングできるように。
This is such a typical
He
old
got a
Japanese
school
style
for
store,
free.
but with
Holy
Akiya Bank, you
shit.
tend to have to do a lot of work and incur a lot of the costs on your end, and it's harder to find zero end places. So there are also matching services that you can use. Fridge opens. I also love that this drawer doesn't say eggs, it says candy.
Candy.
That is a
Why?
candy drawer. How's the freezer
Ow.
doing?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can just go ahead and close that. I think that pretty much
Sus,
sums it up
man,
for
you
this
can,
room,
yeah,
except
get a
there's
new
an
one,
entire
100%.
upstairs section as well that we got to check out. Now, this place was introduced to me
Like,
through gentlemen
you don't have to use the appliances that comes with the house. Just to have a physical structure on its own is already so much better than having nothing.
who started his own matching service after realizing that selling the house that his parents left him would actually cost him more than just giving it away for free.
壊そうと思ったら、300万円ほどかかると。で、300万円で壊したとしても土地でなかなか売れなかったんですね。で、そんな時にタダで譲り受けてくれるっていう方がいたので、
So he was kind enough to introduce this place to me and basically teach me the entire system. So next up on
Okay.
our tour is the restroom area. Which the mirror
Why doesn't it cost so much to destroy
here
shit?
is
I don't
utterly
understand that.
unique, and it's got what might be one of the oldest Gillette razors I think I've ever seen. Mind you, don't take it from me. I clearly don't use the razor. And the bath here. This is a really nice bath. All wood
Damn.
bath. In case you didn't know, Japanese often shower up first.
Full
in this
wood
area
bath
and
is
then
questionable.
enjoy the bath instead of washing
Water
themselves
wood,
in
not
the
very
bath.
good unless it's very
This
good,
bath
like
alone would make it a really nice
varnished or
vacation
something.
Property. I'm a little nervous to check out the toilet. There's a whole slew of reasons, by the way, that properties go abandoned in Japan. The most common is that it ends up getting passed down to a family member who didn't need it or can't make use of it, and doorways are always so low. But on top of the cost of tearing down a property being tens of thousands of dollars more often than not, like in many other countries, just holding on to property in Japan is not free. It comes with quite a few taxes, and that is actually
Do you know what's hiding in your business's data? Companies of all sizes use BigQuery.
really nice toilet.
That's what I don't understand about countries is that they tax you for things that you already technically bought and own. That's like a weird thing for me because it's like, yes, now, but you have to pay us to own it still. So it's like technically not owning the. I don't know. It's a weird situation that fucking countries and stuff come up with just to make more money. I feel like it would be way better if you just. It's not. The thing is, if those taxes are used to clean the building, clean around the building, like cities and stuff, cool. If it's a rural area, you're not using that money for anything around that area, probably. So yeah, there's normal taxes for like, the streets and stuff like that, but taxes on the house especially, that's just fucking
Like, take a peek at this. All things considered, that's actually, I love.
That's a good toilet, man.
Wow, it swings. Okay, I was not expecting the swinging, but
That's a good toilet.
where's the
That
rest of the
you can
toilet?
do. No, that's all you
Where's the
need.
rest of the toilet itself? There's no it's probably going to a septic tank then. Yep, that seems to be the case.
Okay, that
On the
might
plus
be
side, you do
shitty.
have a little window for yourself, and this toilet is at least 1.5, if not twice, the size of the one in that tiny little luxury house that the owner custom made for himself. So not a bad space. Let's take a peek.
That's all you need,
Upstairs.
literally, in all honesty.
As with many homes in Japan, stairs of death. These, I don't know if it picks up how steep these are, but these are steep stairs.
It's more of a ladder than anything else. You almost hit
Honestly,
his
it
head.
feels more like a ladder than
Yeah.
stairs. But it's these taxes, which is why more people aren't buying up these Akiya, even the 0 yen ones, because you're looking at as many as 5. Okay, I can't even really stand in here. Let's get to the middle of the room. At least 5 different types of taxes you could be paying. And this room is about as simple as they come, with a bit of a hidden secret that we'll check out in a minute. And also seeing this
What's that?
kotatsu, which is a form of heated table in Japan that they use. Japan does a lot of space warming. Makes me realize that there's no wood stove,
That's
air
cool.
conditioner, any form of heating in this place at all. You can obviously just buy those things after, but they're handprints. That would be creepy if this place was just abandoned, but that's also why I've been wearing my jacket inside the entire time, because it's actually colder in here right now than it is out there. But nice view.
Huh.
And more often than not, when you want to buy an Akiya or even get a 0 yen place like this, it's the
That's
taxes that get you.
yeah, but it looks
Don't quote
good
me
though.
because it's always different from area to area, but there's things like a gift tax, there's a real estate acquisition tax, I think there's some kind of licensing tax, there's a property
What?
owner's tax. Depending on the area that you're in, there may even be an
There's so
urban
many
or
taxes.
city
No wonder
planning
nobody
tax.
wants to buy
There are a lot
anything
of
in the
taxes,
country
and even
anymore.
just finding out how much those taxes are going to be, more often than not, you actually have to hire somebody to look it all up for you. And of course, finding
It's
that
so
person
dumb.
and paying for their services cost money as well. And that's actually how I ended up meeting Mr. Nakamura from the 0 yen house matching service. I was for a short while thinking of buying an Akiya here in Japan, but when I looked into just figuring out how much all the taxes were going to cost me on top of renovations and everything like that, I was overwhelmed. And companies like his provide a service for that, so that's how we met. And there's a phone in there. So it's basically just
Storage
an attic
space, yeah.
but there's there's this little guy right here. How you doing, guy? Cool.
Like, I mean, it's more than enough if you're like moving
Little
somewhere
Japan Post guy going up the
for a
mountain.
start,
That I
It's
also
more
love
than
the
enough.
peek
You don't
underneath
need
the
anything
house as
more
well.
than
This
this.
is
And it's a
exactly
nice
the
little
type of
cabin,
place
I'm
that
not
I was
gonna lie.
looking for, like a little log cabin out in the mountains. It's got enough signal that you can have internet connection, and these stairs freak me out every single time. I also cannot believe how many abandoned homes there are in Japan. I knew it was a lot, but over 8 million and growing just feels
8 million.
really excessive. Taxes
Holy.
and renovations aren't the only issue either. There's also the ever-present problem that in Japan, houses tend to depreciate in value over time rather than gaining value due to earthquakes and what it does to the structural integrity of the building over a certain number of years.
ご覧いただいている
That
物件
makes
のよう
sense.
に山奥にあってですね、なかなかアクセスするのも大変。それに加えて、例えば建物の状態ですとか、法律に合致している、あるいは法律に違反している建物というのがあります。
Well, they have been standing there for a long time, so it
Without
makes
falling.
sense.
For example, I had done a video on Japan closing down one of its most famous game centers or arcades, and everyone was like, "Oh, they should have preserved the building," and they can't. The building was simply too.
Once everything is perfectly organized, I'll start working on my
Alright,
thesis.
I'm gonna keep that bit in there because that was a perfectly timed, like, ad to just pop in
I
there.
almost went, "I'm okay." They
Yes.
just couldn't.
Oh, that
preserve
was
the building.
actually
It was
fucking
simply too old. Just the way it works.
I can already tell the structure of this house is fucking
And
deteriorating.
this is interesting. Look at all that fiberglass hanging out there. It shouldn't be too difficult of a repair,
That's why it's so cold inside. The isolation of the entire house is falling apart.
providing that there's not a ton of rot.
You can also see here, concrete's not supposed to turn that. You see the white blobs? It's supposed to be that color. It shouldn't be this grayish color. It's more like when it's waiting. It's wrong.
But that's what it looks like under the house.
You see that? It should look more like this. It
Again,
shouldn't
as
have
with
those
buying
speckles
any
like that
home,
one.
really hiring
That
an
was weird.
inspector and having them come and check that this thing is actually structurally sound. You're obviously going to have taxes, renovations, and little things.
Alright, well, that was a cool little house. I would rate that a 7 out of 10. So technically a 4, just because of the location and the weirdness of it. There's not, but it's more than you need. So actually, no, let's give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's free. I know it's not technically free because you're still gonna pay taxes and stuff, but it's free, man. It's like technically still free, except for the taxes. But you get a lot out of it. It's a nice house. You get a lot of deck space, all of them. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. But yeah, you get a lot of stuff from this, and might be worth it. You don't know, maybe it works out cheaper than an actual house of this size or something like that. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this. If you guys end up joining, do like, subscribe, share, notify yourself, and up my blink with the click the notification bell. Hopefully, you guys just enjoy because that is the most important part. Spring, that's one of the virus, of course. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.